Hello, Shemai, and welcome back to a Red Devil Redemption with Manchester United. And since last episode, as you can see, we are on the transfer page. One transfer since last episode, and that is that of Sam Byram, right back. Probably not the best deal, and my scouts were a little bit off while scouting him, but he's going to be a nice, decent right back for us. Today we take on Liverpool. We've just actually lost to Liverpool in the EFL Cup. But apart from that, as you can see, things have gone very well. Last episode was the first episode of the series, and we beat Leicester on penalties. A week later, we played them again at home and won 2-0, Ibrahimovic with a brace in that game. Following that, our only game in the league this season that we haven't won, and it was a 0-0 draw away at Swansea. It was quite a boring game. There wasn't really much that happened. Following that, we had an absolutely emphatic win against Chelsea. We were 4-0 up. They scored a couple of goals and made it a little bit nervous, but not really, and we were comfortable winners in the end. Following that, a nice 3-0 win against Everton. Ibrahimovic scoring again. He has been on an absolutely fantastic form for the season. We have had our Champions League group draw. I'll show you that in a sec. But the first game we played was against Legia Warsaw. Anthony Marshall getting a goal on the hour mark to give us 3 points there. And a fairly nerve-wracking game against Stoke. We were up 2-0. They got a goal back. We were up 3-0 actually. They got a goal back. Then to 3-2. Then it was 4-2. And then they scored again. Lukaku getting his only goal of the season so far from the penalty spot in that game. And we've just, unfortunately, lost 3-2 away at Liverpool in the EFL Cup, and we are back in Anfield today, just 4 days later. So like I said, we have had our Champions League group draw, and in it we have Borussia Dortmund, Legia Warsaw, and Spartak Moscow. So I'm quite confident that we can get at least in the top two there. I mean, we could have had a lot tougher groups this one year with Barcelona and Napoli. I mean, overall, I think we avoided the worst groups. We avoided the higher ranked teams kind of in the other seeds. So I'm happy with that. If we can get a result away at Dortmund, we should be set really to qualify from our Champions League group. Dortmund away is actually the game we have next. I would have brought you that, but I thought there was quite a big gap, so I thought I may as well bring a Premier League game. And how are things looking? Unsurprisingly, we haven't lost, so we sit at the top of the table with Arsenal behind us on just 1 point behind us. 13 points from our first 5. We've only dropped 2 points all season so far, so I'm very, very happy with that. And overall, it's been a very good start to the season. So today is going to be one of our first real big tests. Obviously, we played Chelsea already and we beat them. But apart from that, we haven't really had any tough tests. Obviously, there was a Liverpool game, but that was the cup, and I'm not too bothered about that, and neither of the board, really. So today we play against Liverpool, and it's an early kickoff on a Saturday. If we take a look at the team for today, unfortunately, Ander Herrera got injured for a couple of weeks, and he's just shy of being fully fit again. So this is the team for today. David De Gea, Victor Lindelof, Eric Bailly, Javi Martinez, and Juan Bernat at the back. As you can see, very, very good ratings from these guys. They've had a very good season so far. Then Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba, and Koke in midfield. Matic hasn't featured much this season. He's only played a handful of games. Obviously, we're at the start of the season, and he hasn't really impressed that much compared to Ander Herrera, who started off very well. And of course, Paul Pogba and Koke are also having very good seasons. Juan Mata on the right and Marcus Rashford on the left, behind Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who has scored 8 goals in 6 starts, 7 appearances altogether. So he has been playing absolutely fantastic this season so far. Lukaku hasn't really had much of a chance to make an impact because a lot of it has been from the bench. He's had a couple of starts in cups and against Legia Warsaw as well, and it hasn't really performed to the level I'd like him to. But nonetheless, we're all right at the moment because we've got Ibra up front and he is playing out of his mind right now. So Anfield away today then. It's going to be a very, very tough game against a good Liverpool side. We are actually slight favourites for the game today, probably because of our good start to the season. Liverpool have already lost 2 games against Brighton and Arsenal, and we have yet to lose a game. So obviously today is all about not losing and keeping our unbeaten record going against a side like Liverpool at Anfield. You can't really be too confident of getting 3 points. So today I'll be happy. I'll be setting up the stall. I'm trying to get at least a point today. So things are going very well so far. Things have started off very, very good this season. I'm doing a lot better than we were with Swansea when we got sacked. But don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying the video as well, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you are enjoying the video, please leave a like as well. So here we are then. Well, we're on the attack straight away with Ibra. He plays it back to Matic, and it's intercepted there, but we've still got it with Mata. Pogba loses it to Lana, and that's the end of the first half. There was a slight chance there for us to get a nice attack, but Coutinho's got it now. He gives it to Rabiot. Bernat wins a header, but it falls to Klein. We've won it back. Pogba can launch a counter-attack maybe now. Ibra with it. Into Rashford. Gives it to Pogba. He's in the box. What can he do with it? He crosses it. And Juan Mata's there. I'm not really sure what the goalkeeper was doing. But we're 1-0 up after just 3 minutes. Which is an incredibly good start, really. Pogba takes it a little bit too far wide. I don't know why he took so many touches here. He just about keeps it in. And Mata is at the back post to head it in. There we are then, 1-0 up, and a minute later there's already another highlight. Ibrahimovic is getting booed for some reason. Pogba's run into the box, it falls to Mata, and it was a fantastic chance for him to get a second. We've started off really well in this game, and Mata probably should have done a little bit better. Koke with a corner in, it's headed out. He's still there though. Klein's got it now, so I'm assuming this is going to be the end of the highlights. It goes out to Coutinho. So a very, very good start from us. Mata playing very well so far. Koke clears this one. Ibrahimovic, a lot of chances in this game, obviously. Mata with it, he runs straight into Lovren and loses it, and now Coutinho's on the counter. That's a really poor from Mata. It goes into the box, and it's deflected in, I think. Jordan Henderson strike it. Just as I was singing the praises of Juan Mata, he loses the ball, and on the counter-attack, we've just conceded. It's been quite a ferocious opening few minutes. Who's that deflected off? Who even is number 24? Javi Martinez has deflected that into the back of the net. De Gea couldn't really do much about that. Another highlight already. God, it's quite an intense game. There's a lot of chances. Coutinho with it now. He strikes it from distance and it goes nowhere near, really. So obviously after this now we've got Dortmund. So again, we're going to be playing 2 tough away games in a row as we approach half-time here. And, well, 1-1 at half-time isn't bad. The goal we conceded was a little bit rubbish. And I mean, we probably shouldn't have conceded a goal like that. Ibrahimovic, as I said before the game, has been playing out of his mind this season, and now he's on a 6.4 at half-time. So it's just typical that I was singing the praises of him before the game. I'm actually going to bring him off now because he's playing really poorly. And we'll see what Lukaku can do. We'll see what he's up to. See if he can give us a little bit of something to aim up front. Lallana with a corner now. It goes into the box. It's headed away. It's with Mohamed Salah. He's into the box. He strikes it. And he probably should do a lot better than that. We're looking at the stats here. Liverpool have 17 shots. So we're kind of holding on a little bit. There's another corner here. Coutinho goes into the box. It's headed away by Koke. Salah still got it though. Gives it away to Coutinho. It goes into the box. And Juan Bernat has given away a penalty. Marcus Rashford has been booked for lipping to the officials. But who's taking it? James Milner. Oh yeah, obviously James Milner, Liverpool's penalty taker. Can De Gea save this? Milner steps up and he saved it. David De Gea, the absolute hero, has gone and just pulled off a fantastic save from that penalty. Coutinho from the resulting corner is headed away by Pogba, and I hope that's going to be the end of the highlight. Henderson to Lovren to Milner, back to Henderson, and that's the end of the highlight, which means David De Gea save, a very important save. We're going to bring on Anthony Martial because Marcus Rashford hasn't had the best of game. Henderson with Henderson with a free kick, and it's gone into the back of the net. It's a pretty good free kick, I must admit. It's gone up and over the wall, and maybe De Gea should be doing better. We're going to pause it, and we're going to have to go for attacking. We're going to have to go for the game. We can't lose two... we're going to go for shoot on sight, actually. We can't lose 2 matches in a row against Liverpool at Anfield. We just can't do that to the Man United supporters. I don't really know what to change. Matt's playing well. I want to bring Koke off. But Michael Carrick isn't really... gonna win us the game, is he? So we'll change it to that, and we'll see if Lukaku can't get a second goal for us this season, and actually quite an important goal that would be as well. We're into the last 5 minutes now. There's a chance here. Klein with a throw in to Henderson. If we would concede, yeah, that's surely the end of it. Lovren with it now into Coutinho. He strikes it and he scored. Looks like our unbeaten run is going to come to an end after all. Coutinho with too much space. Matic, I'm not really sure what he's doing there. He's missed the ball completely. And Coutinho, and he's taken another deflection off Javi Martinez. That guy's not had a best of games either. As you can see, he's only a 6 point. It was a pretty poor defensive performance, really. And attackingly, we haven't offered much. There's a chance here, though. Mata puts it into the box, and Bailly, how has he not scored that? Eric Bailly has just missed from point-blank range. We've had 3 clear-cut chances this game. We should have scored more than 1 goal, I think. As we're approaching the last few seconds now, the final whistle's going to go. And we've been beaten 3-1 by Liverpool. And I must say, that was... It's not the Man United I've been watching the last 2 games. We're still top. Arsenal could overtake us, but it's only the start of the season, so I'm not really bothered about that. But it's just typical. Look at all those wins, and then as soon as I come to record, that's it. We just start losing. That's not the performances I've seen lately, especially attackingly. Ibra was very poor that game, and he's been a lot better than that recently. Nonetheless, we've still had a good start to the season. 1 loss in the first 6 games isn't that bad. I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.